Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to see the third experiment, design and verify the output waveform of an op-amp, that is RC phase shift oscillator for the desired frequency. This is going to be the third experiment. So before getting into the aim of the experiment, first we will see what is meant by an RC phase shift oscillator. And when you are going to design the RC phase shift oscillator by using an op-amp, how exactly the design will get changed. So an RC phase shift oscillator is nothing but an electronic oscillator which provides a sinusoidal output waveform. It means like without giving any input you will be getting an output. The difference between your amplifier and oscillator is amplifier needs an input. So according to the given input and the gain, the output is going to get amplified. Whereas in case of oscillator, will not be giving any input. Without input, an output is generated. So the output generated is going to be a sinusoidal waveform. So here RC phase shift. The phase shift in the circuit is designed only by means of your RC network. Each RC network is going to produce a phase shift of 60 degree, and therefore if you are going to connect three phase shift 3 RC network, then it is going to produce 180 degree out of phase. And if the input is given at the inverting terminal, then that will produce 180 degree. So 180 degree and 180 degree, it is going to be 360 degree. So it is just like the output that we have obtained from a non-inverting amplifier. Now what is the use of your RC phase shift oscillator in the sense? We can generate the output waveform at the desired frequency. Where we can use all such things in the sense, it is used in musical instruments, GPS units, voice synthesis. So the application of this phase shift oscillator can be included in all these things. Now we'll go for the exact main aim of your experiment. The main aim of the experiment is to design an RC phase shift oscillator for the given frequency. So first we need to decide the frequency, at what range of frequency the output has to be generated. This is the circuit diagram showing op-amp as a RC phase shift oscillator. Here no input is given, but the feedback is taken and it is given at the input. It means that third terminal it is grounded. So since the R1 is connected, feedback is taken and connected to inverting terminal, this is going to produce 180 degree phase shift according to the logic. Each RC phase shift network is going to produce a phase shift of 60 degree. So R1C is going to produce 60 degree phase shift, and this R1C is going to produce 60 degree phase shift, and this R1C is going to produce 60 degree phase shift. Therefore, the total phase shift incurred by the connected circuit is going to be 360 degree. So now we need to make the circuit to work as a RC phase shift oscillator. So the procedure is, according to the circuit, we need to connect the elements like R element and C element. The value of R used is 1.2K and the value of C is used to be 0.1 microfarad. Now we need to design the RC phase shift oscillator for a frequency of 500 Hz. The frequency F is given as F is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi R1 C1 root 6. The value of R1 used is 1.2K and the value of C is 0.1 microfarad. So substituting the values, will be getting the gain. First here we need to calculate the gain. Minus RF divided by Rn. So the value of RF, what we have used, this is 39K. So and the R1 is 1.2K. So 39 divided by 1.2K, we are going to get 32.5K. And from here we can find the value, the gain is 32.5. And keeping that value into account, we'll be calculating the value of C. C is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi. Value of R1 is 1.2K and the value of C is going to be 0.1 microfarad, because the value of C is identified from the design frequency, that is 500 Hz. Now the connections are given as per the circuit diagram. We need to give the plus VCC and minus VCC at pin number 7 and pin number 4. Plus VCC is set to a voltage of plus 12 volt and minus VCC is set to the voltage of minus 12 volt at pin number 4. Now we need to observe the output waveform at the pin number 6 where it is connected to the CRO terminal, and the observed waveform is going to be the sinusoidal waveform. Next, we need to measure the time period and the amplitude of the output waveform, and we need to verify whether the output obtained is at the frequency of 500 Hz. That is, for 500 Hz we have designed and we have implemented the value. This is going to be the expected waveform. So when you see the expected, we have from the CRO we have to measure the time period for one complete cycle. So the f is equal to 1 divided by t. After measuring the complete time period, we need to calculate the frequency f. Once it is calculated, we have to check whether the obtained frequency is 500 Hz or not. If not, we have to change the value of R1 and C1, and the amplitude should also be drawn. Now we'll see the conduction of the experiment. The practical demonstration video will be shown as here.
Now the feedback resistance I have given the feedback resistance between pin number 2 and pin number 6 and this is nothing but your RC phase shift network. Here this RC network provides 180 degree phase shift and this op-amp is providing 180 degree phase shift. So total phase shift is 0 degree or 360 degree. Okay, and here each this one RC network provides 60 degree phase shift, so that all these each three network will provide a 180 degree phase shift. So total each RC network provides a 60 degree, means your total phase shift will be 180 degree phase shift. And here this op-amp, always here we have to design that this op-amp should produce the gain greater than 29. Okay, so that here why, because means the this RC network produce attenuation factor of 29. Okay, so if you design the circuit, the op-amp should produce the gain greater than 29, so then only your gain should be is equal to 1. If it is less than 29 also, greater than 29, it should be equal to 29. If it is less than 29 or greater than 29, the circuit will not oscillate. So now I given as per the circuit diagram. So now I will give the biasing voltage. So if I give the bias voltage, immediately you will get the output waveform. If you design the circuit properly and according to our design, if you connect the components, then you will get the sine waveform for 500 Hz. Now I am going to give the VCC and minus VE. See, I am getting my sine waveform. Okay, if the circuit diagram is proper, the design values are proper, then I will get the proper sine waveform. So this is the output of the RC phase shift oscillator. So here it is 1.8. So 1.8 into this time period is 1. So 1 t is equal to 1.8. So f, if you want to find f is equal to 1 divided by 1.8. So approximately you will get the frequencies. Okay, as per the design values 500 Hz. Thank you, students.
So in the demonstration video, when we vary the biasing voltage, that is plus VCC and minus VCC, we have obtained the output waveform. So by using the reading, we have drawn this graph. So when you measure the time period for one complete cycle, it is going to be 1.8 millisecond. And the frequency obtained, theoretically when you calculate, f is equal to 1 divided by t, so which is equal to 1 divided by 1.8 millisecond, we have got 555 Hz. That is approximately it is equal to the value which we want, that is 500 Hz. Thus the RC phase shift oscillator is designed, rigged up using an op-amp IC741 and its output waveform is verified. Thank you, students.